Right, I'm just going to move this there. Right, so we're just setting up the planer now. I thought I'd chuck the live on as I'm setting up. You lot can jump on here as per usual. Nice to see you again. We are getting into Saturday evening now, so I'm not going to spend a long time on you. I'm not going to lie. We're going to do about half hour, I'd imagine, of a bit of planing. Obviously, for those of you who's new jumping on ya, we all know this machine is a loud one, but she produces some beautiful timber out of the back end of her. So we're going to go ahead and do some planing. I'm not going to be wearing goggles for this, because I seem to be getting hot, and they're steaming up all the time. Pop that back in his home. Let's have a look. We've got to set that bit up for there now. I don't want a lot of mess to clean up today. Just make sure all this is good. Oh, right, there's one of these there. Yes, I did jump back on you, Adam. I know it might seem like it's only been a minute, but I think it was about 5 minutes. I'm looking a bit odd on camera today. I don't know what it is. Can you see me there, Adam? Right, so I'm just going to get my lighting set up because we're in the UK. It's getting a little bit dark. I'm just trying to get all the cameras ready and everything on you. Right, what does that say, Adam? Let's have a look. Yo, I thought you were going to start the live in 5 minutes. I feel like only 1 minute has passed. By the way, are you going to be doing a live tomorrow? Yes, Adam, I more than probably am going to do a live tomorrow, because we do try and do them on a Saturday and Sunday, but it isn't always possible. What it is, Adam, and I'll say to you, obviously, as you know, I have got a normal Monday to Friday job, and that's running my normal business. This is what I do on the weekends as a hobby. Obviously, we're starting to have a lot of regulars on ya, which is great, and it's nice to see you all jumping on ya. And it's nice to hear a lot of you asking me every single week, are we going on a live? And what I'm finding doing these lives, it doesn't seem to matter what we're actually doing on the live. It's the fact that everyone seems to like coming on ya. And you've all got your own little community going on. And you're all commenting and you're all friends. And it looks like my zip is jammed on this bag when I'm trying to open it while I'm yapping to you. So I'm not happy about that. So if I can just get my light out of here. And then we can light this room up then, because it's starting to get a little dark. If I can just get my light out, if you just give me a sec. But because I said 5 minutes I'd be back on, I thought I'll just chuck the live on while I'm setting up. It allows everyone to come on, yeah. Alright. Sometimes I've never got time to come back on, yeah, so I'm trying not to disappoint everyone. So I thought I'll just put it straight back on, Adam. And I will set up while everyone's jumping on, yeah. So I'm just trying to get my light out of this bag while I'm talking, which isn't going to plan. Now she is out. So I'm just going to pop that aside. But on the plus side, I will say today, obviously because I've had a good tidy up in here now and everything, alright? Nothing has gone wrong today. And there's nothing that's going to go wrong today, because I've made sure I've got the space in here. I've made sure I've tidied up, which has taken me all morning to sort this place out, mind. Everything's neat, tidy, all put away. Because what's happening is we're jumping on these lives. I'm not moving stuff out of the way from one live, and then I'm setting up for the next live, and I've got too many things everywhere then. We have got the box to put away, but there, that's not a problem. That's not in my way. I'll be doing that the second I come off here today. So I'm just going to put a light on behind you. I don't know if you can see everything tidy in the live. Just say if you can't. But we do normally run a light in the background, which I'm going to do. So I'm just setting the light up. I haven't gone, for those of you who's thinking, where's he gone? I'm still here. I'm just behind the camera, setting a light up, and then we'll be ready to start this live then. Right, so look at that. Is that better now? Can everyone see? That's a bit bright, that is. I think I might knock it down a peg or two on. Yeah, I can just about open my eyes, that's that bright. Let me just knock that down. How's that? Everyone see all right? Lovely, I can see myself. Right, let's just move that. How are you, Onyx? I haven't seen you in a while, on ya. Right, looks like a lot of people are jumping on ya now, which is great. Right, so all I'm doing is we are setting the planer up, everyone. Alright, it's a simple machine to set up. There's hardly no setup, basically. I don't know if I got any of my tea left, which I'll have a swig of that. If I have, I'm just going to have a sip of my tea just to wait to see if any more comes on there. How are you, bro? Onyx, I had to call you. What does it say? O-N-Y-X. I don't know how to say that. Onyx, is that it? I don't know. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, hi everyone, nice of you to join. This is awesome, great stuff. Don't forget, like, subscribe, jump on ya, say what you want. Obviously we don't swear on ya. Right, that tea was freezing cold. I'll have to phone the missus and ask her to chuck another one on for me, which would be great. No, I'm only joking, I make my own. Right, so let's just get this machine set up now. We just need to pop the dust extractor on ya, everyone. And I got a nice treat for you. You may not have seen this. I have been showing it here and there, mind, on the last live. We have got some beautiful purple heart timber by here. Now we got the light on it. You can see the grain. It is absolutely stunning. This is I think it's an exotic hardwood, if I remember right. Yes, it's from my supplier, Exotic Timbers. So this is an exotic hardwood. When this timber is cut, alright, it is actually like a dark brown colour. And when it's left in sunlight, the oxidization and the air and everything around it, the atmosphere, it actually turns this timber purple. It is absolutely stunning. I am going to be making a table which is going to feature on my YouTube channel. Well, obviously you're on my channel right now. And this is going to be featured in the table. Now, the reason for this and the reason for buying the little bandsaw, well, I was going to cut a curve and I was going to curve it into the workpiece. But I don't know if that machine is capable enough of doing it. So I may need to go and rent my... there's a guy I know, he might let me use his bandsaw or rent it. And I might be able to... There we go. You won't believe this, right? I know I've just stopped where I'm talking. Come in, Riley. Alright. Obviously, when I'm on these lives, my 14-year-old son, alright, he watches them. And because I've just mentioned I need a cup of tea, he's actually come out here right now to take my cup off me to go make a cup of tea. So that is great of him. So obviously he's seen the notification and he's jumped on the live. Yeah. And now he's come out here to ask me to see if I want a cup of tea, which is great. Yeah, I'll make you a cup. I'll walk the dog then. All right, thank you, Riley. So he's going to walk the dog as well. I will show you my dog on some lives. He is in some of my older videos, watching my videos. He is on there. He's a border collie. He's an awesome dog. He keeps us all busy. But when I'm working in here, my dog will not come in here, all right? He's not a fan of noise. He hates noise, my dog does. I'm trying to coax him in, yeah? But when we be doing lives now, this year, because I obviously didn't do lives last year, if you see the videos I post on my channel, all right, ones where it's springtime or summertime, you'll see a border collie run in, drop a ball, and then I'll throw it for him. So when we're doing, obviously, these lives in the spring and summer, you're going to see me throwing the ball out the back doors a lot because that's what he does. He'll run in, drop his ball, and then he'll run out, so I got to throw it. So we're going to be doing our during lives as well. Obviously, we're going to be playing in a bit of this purple art up. I'm quite excited to see what that looks like. No, it's not cherry wood, Adam. This is purple heart. But all I don't know is when we actually playing this today, is this colour going right through the wood? Because I'm not familiar with it. Or will it be brown when we plane it today? And then I've got to leave this oxidize again to get back to purple. Because I don't know if the oxidization goes right through. It is there. I should have just done a practice cut really. So we might actually plane this today and see that it's like a darkish browny colour. I can see some brown in it. There is some brown. So we'll send that through, see what that looks like. I think that's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm not going to lie. So we're just going to get this set up. Alright. I do like a nice bit of timber. I do like different timbers. And I'm the sort of person, when I make something, I like it to look different. So things that I've actually made on my channel, as you probably noticed, are a little bit quirky and a little bit different. Because if I'm making something, I don't like it to look like something else. I like to be different. They're one-off pieces. I know some of my work isn't the perfectly looking best, but it's certainly different, and that's all that matters. Right. So let me just go over here. And what we're doing now, see, we're pushing it for a Saturday Night Live. I don't know if we're going to get many people on this live this evening, but we're going to try a later one for a Saturday. We normally do Saturday afternoons, don't we? And we normally do Sunday afternoons around the 2 o'clock mark. What's that, Adam? For a second, I thought it was cherry wood. It might just be brown. That's what I'm thinking, Adam. So we will see. Who's that? So Sal. Sorry, I don't know what that says. Right, so we've got a couple of items to plane today. I honestly don't think that's fitting through because I don't think I measured that piece. Let's have a look. Let me just get my tape on there. So it might be ripping out when it was sore. No, we did check. She does fit, so I'm not that silly. So I've got a couple of things to plane first. I'll wait for more people to jump on here until we're hitting peak, till we got quite a few on there. So that'd be great so everyone can see that. This machine, as everyone knows, is loud. It is not quiet. So I've got to wear ear defenders on this one. So this is the first piece we're going to plane. This is one of my prototypes. It is not perfect. Got a little tiny gap there. It's got a little tiny gap there. They're not a lot, mind. These are something I'm practicing on. So I just want to plane this and see what I can get out of it. We have made some of these on previous live videos. I think they look pretty cool. They're quite effective. I'm not liking the difference in colour in the timber. So I've been trying to find timber, all right, that's the same, all right? So what we got here, I've started another one. It's actually costing me a few quid now making these, but I'm going to carry on because I want to master these boards. I want to have a go with them. Here's another one we're making. This is going to be a nice thick board, all right? But what I've got here, I'm hoping I can see a different colour in there now. Now, when this was put together, it looked pretty similar. So we've got maple and oak on this board here. So I'm hoping when we plane this, it's going to look quite even. But this board, I might turn into a chevron board, all right? So chevron boards, I will just show you. You'd be surprised how heavy that piece is. These are previous pieces we made on previous lives, all right? This is oak and ash. And when they put together like this, obviously you get the chevron pattern, which is that. So that's what we're trying to achieve here. I know I'm saying stuff people might have heard before. So we'll just set the planer up now. Send this piece through here, just to see how my blades are cutting. I've got my son making me a cup of tea, which is great. So we'll go ahead now and send this through here. Ready? It's going to be loud. I'm back. I had to go and do something. It's all right, Adam. I didn't know you left. I don't get notified. Right. Here goes. Sorry? Alright, thank you, Riley. Well, there you go. My son's just brought me a cup of tea, so I'm happy now. I'm over the moon. You can't fault that, can you? Like I just said earlier, he gets notified when I go live because I didn't know until earlier today. He actually watches my live videos, which is great. So he's just said, yeah. I said I needed a cup of tea because it was a cold cup of tea here. And fair play to him. He's come running around the house. Do you want a cup of tea, Dad? And he's just gone and dropped one in there before he walks the dogs. You can't fault it. He's a good son. And he gets paid pocket money for doing the dog as well, which is great. So, this is this piece we've been doing. We made this on a previous live. I weren't happy because we had some tiny variations in the timber I used. But they are nice. They do look good. I like the diagonal squares that creates on these. There's a little hole in that timber, but that can be wood glued or epoxied or whatever. You can do anything to timber, can't you, to bring it back to life. So we'll just send this through a couple of times now. Don't know what these black marks are. They're from the planer for some reason. So I don't know what's caused that. But they are very effective boards, these are. They do look nice. I like them. So my little design, you can see it all shining in the light. It looks absolutely fabulous. I do like them. I think they're great. So we'll just send another couple of passes through the plane on here. And then we'll have a look to see what this looks like then. See how this Makita planer, when it's linked to the Festool dust extractor, it just will not fire it up. Maybe it pulls too much power, I don't know, but it will not work on the automatic function. So there's this one, alright, looking good. There's a tiny little line there where it's got wood glued together, and we've got a tiny little line there. But they are quite effective, I like them. I haven't seen these before. Though I'm hoping I've come up with it, but I would imagine other people have done very similar or something the same. But I just thought, let's just have a go with these. I like them. They're quite effective, aren't they? But once I can get something made with these in bigger form, I won't be able to half them through the little tiny tabletop bandsaw. So I'm going to make some nice, thick, chunky table mats, I think. And I'll oil them all up, and I hope they don't move then. But that's timber for you. Some timber moves, some timber doesn't. It's not that stable. Some timber and other timbers are really stable. So, yeah, maybe the rollers, Denny. We're pretty lucky. We got it all back nice and clean. So that's ready to carry on with whatever I decide to make out of that. I might actually cut these down and make some coasters out of these. They'd be nice on my table in the house. Maybe I'll make some coasters. Some nice, big, thick, chunky 20mm coasters. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, there's that one. Those who have been watching my lives know we've made quite a few of these now. We've done 3. That's all I managed to get out of the timber. So what we're going to do now is send this big chunky through. Alright. This is going to be a big, thick chevron board I'm hoping to get out of this. These are all test pieces, mind. For those of you who's new to my channel, obviously you know a lot of this work. I've self-taught a lot of it, so I'm learning every single day. So a lot of these projects you see is me learning on the job. So we're going to see what this turns out like now. We're going to send this through the planer. I'm not happy with this bit by here. I'll just try and show you. Not 100% if the clamps have pulled it tight enough here, but this section will be cut off, so I'm not too worried about that. So we're going to send this beastie thing through the planer now, and we'll have a look to see what it looks like. So let's just lift this up. We go the right way, that is. I'm keen to see what this looks like because I've done this in maple and oak. If you're not learning, you're not working. Correct, Danny? We only learn off our mistakes, mate, and that's how we learn at the end of the day. Some of them are costly mistakes, some of them ain't so costly. But as long as we learn from them, that's the main thing. Sometimes we do something twice over and we forget, but we certainly don't do it for the third time. Right, what it is, Adam, I run a business doing kitchens and bathrooms. So obviously, when obviously you're doing kitchens, you do a lot of carpentry work as well. So I do a lot of carpentry, build a lot of cabinets for customers' houses, obviously fitting doors, architraves, skirtings, all internal work. And obviously I do a lot of bathrooms as well. But it seems to be more bathrooms and kitchens at the moment. 5 years ago, it was mainly kitchens and less bathrooms. Things sway and change. And I think the reason for the change right now is when COVID hit, a lot of people had furlough money paid out and a lot of people had kitchens done. And that's the big job in someone's house, the kitchen. Bathrooms are cheaper to get done. And I think that's why people are switching to more having bathrooms done at the end of the day. So that's what it seems to be at the moment. I'm not going to lie, I'm flat out. I'm always booked up. I've always got too much work. I can never handle. I never answer my phone because it's flat out my phone is. But this is what I want to eventually do, see? I want to get out of that business. And obviously I'm using that business to start this channel because you've got to have a proper business to get paid from YouTube and everything. So I'm just going to try and slowly move over into doing this. That's my plan of action. And obviously that should see me through to my retirement then. So that's my plan. I'm going to build on this and keep investing in this channel. Obviously, all these projects, they cost me money. I don't get paid for nothing. I'm not earning nothing doing these. But we're going to have a go and we're going to see what we can build out of it. So that's why I'm here with you on these lives. I enjoy them and we'll just crack on with this now. So I'll just have a swig of my tea. You know I love my tea. I'm just going to have a sip of this. Right. And fair play, Adam and Denny. You two, you're on here all the time. Fair play to you. I love seeing you on here. That's what makes me come out here on my Saturdays and my Sundays. And that's why I'm here. There's no harm in tea, Denny. It is good for you, in my opinion. I must have about, I think, how many cups of tea do I have? I have at least 6 in work in the day. And I have about 2 when I get home. Well, maybe 3. I don't know. I might have 4. I don't know. But I stopped drinking tea about 8 o'clock in the night and I'm out like a light. So it doesn't affect my sleeping whatsoever. But like I say to all my customers when I work in the house, tea is thinking juice. Now without a cup of tea in your hand, you can't take a step back from the job you're doing. And you can't plan and think what you need to do next. People think you're being lazy or people think you're slacking in work. But you're not. You only produce the best jobs when you take a step back and have a look to see exactly what you're doing. You don't want someone working in your house that's rushing and blasting the jobs out quick. That's what I find, that I always go to jobs and rip them out because they've done a bad job. So I tell all my customers, you'll have a price for the work. I give them a price. I take as long as I want to take. I'm not charging them by the day. I earn what money I've priced for, and I take as long as I take to do that job. And that's when I don't have any problems, and I don't go back to sort nothing out, and that's the way it is. Right, so I'll go ahead now and plane this. No, Adam, I have a glass of water before I go to bed, and that is it. I drink tea all day. There's obviously water in tea, I wouldn't imagine, but that's what I've always lived off all my life. Right. Well, there's one pass. I didn't put the dust extractor on, did I? Well, there we are. This one's making a nice mess on ya. Right, so it's looking good. What I have noticed, mind, there's some tiny little joint issues there. But when I cut that away there, we're not going to be using a lot of that. So it's not too bad. It's quite tight on the clamping. But I have only got those cheap red clamps that I use. So I am thinking of investing in some new clamps because I can see the odd tiny hairline going through there. So I think I need to get some better clamps now for bigger jobs. Obviously these thicker ones that I'm making, they are more solid, aren't they? They're very heavy. So I need to get a better clamp. But I'm happy with it. That's my first attempt at a big piece. So we'll just pop that aside. It's going to make a nice board, that is. I think the missus will be happy with that one. Right. So now I'm keen. I have got another piece to plane by here. Oh, this is another board. I don't know if any of you have seen an old video of mine. I forgot I even done it. I just put it aside ages ago. All of this is actual from oak chairs that I had in the house. I made a set of oak chairs for the house. I took them all apart, planed all the oak, put a few strips of ash in there. And that's what, look, there's the back end of the chairs, look. So I'm going to make some sort of board for this. It might be a base for something, or a pot, or something with sides, or like, I don't know, a little box to put stuff in. So that's what I'm going to make out of that. I don't know if I'll plane that today, mind. It needs planing, mind. So So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have a swig of my tea as well, because I've just knocked it over a little bit for there, which is a bit of a pain. So I'll just move that out of the way. Just have a quick swig of this. And then we're going to send the purple heart through the planers then. It looks like quite a few are dropping off this live. But hey, oh, it doesn't matter. This is Saturday evening. Like I said, this is a test live today to see what sort of people we have on the weekends. Right. Let's just get this open now and let's have a look what we got, is it? So here's the piece. I'm just going to stand either side of this. It's in cardboard. It's getting planed anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll just open this. I'm not going to lie, mind, I have heard this is very hard, this wood as well. It's called purple heartwood. Some of you might have seen this. The first time I seen it the other day, mind, I'm not going to lie. I thought, oh, that's nice. I'm going to buy a piece of that. Didn't cost a hell of a lot of money. I'm trying to think how much I paid for it. I think it was 40 quid, this one. It's a £40 piece of wood, which is worth it if you ask me. We'll just cut this out of the packet now. It's well packed, mine, fair play to them. They packed this really nice, so I'm happy with that. Let's get this out of the cardboard to show you. I must have paid £30 for this, and as the postage. This is the company I bought it off. Wisewoods UK. Can you slow the planer down? I hear the overpricing, man. Let's have a look. What does this say? Oh, that's that Adam talking, is it? It's just a peaceful, overpriced country. Sounds nice there, Adam. Can you slow the planer down? No, this planer, Denny, I will say, it is not variable speed. I'm just checking, just in case it is. But no, this is one speed for all. It is not a variable speed planer. So, I bought this timber from Woodwise UK, Exotic Timbers. They are on Facebook, on Instagram. I think the quality is great. I haven't inspected it yet, mind. I haven't checked this for moisture content, which I think I should do now, shouldn't I? I think they said this was killed dried, so we should be good. So we'll just check the moisture content on this. All right. Very low, so we're happy. So here's the timber. All right, this is called Purple Heart. It's got a beautiful colour on it. All right. Here's the moisture content of the wood. We are at, what's that? Can you see? 3.6. This is perfect for furniture and everything else. 4.1. Still perfect. And what we got there? I'm trying to read it backwards on the camera. That is 3.7. So this is a beautiful piece of wood. It says 23.32, but I'm sure that I paid 40 quid for this with postage. So obviously they must have marked this up and then times have changed. There's the back end, so that's what we want to plane. So that's what it looks like rough cut. That's at a very mild light plane. There's some beautiful grain on here. I do like the look of this wood. Don't know what it smells like. I haven't really got a... I don't know if it smells a little bit fruity. I'm just trying to see what it's like. Have a smell of that for me. Tell me what you think. Lovely wood. Right. Let's just pop out aside now. Oh, I'm telling you what, mind, this sounds like really hard wood, this stuff. I did read about it. When I bought it, I don't know if any of you do that sort of thing. When you buy something, I tend to read about something after I bought it, when I should be doing it in reverse. But there we go. So yeah, I bought it. I did hear it's hard. Sounds very tough, doesn't it? Very solid wood, this. Wait till you cut it. No chips for me. Right, Denny. I don't know. I have heard this is violent on the tools, this stuff. Listen to the sound of this. It sounds like it's made out of concrete. So, as you know, we have been doing a lot of planing on these blades. So yeah, it is very overpriced. Well, like I said, Adam, this is it's only about 150 mil, something like that. What's that, 165 mil? It is 26 mil thick. And it says £23.32, but I know full well I paid 40 quid for this. But it's a nice piece, so I'm hoping to make something out of it. Like I said, I'm going to incorporate this in a walnut table with maple strip. So I'm going to do walnut. I did want to do a curve, then a maple curve, then this curved, then another maple curve, then walnut, a nice bit of walnut, and then maple, purple art, maple, walnut to finish. But I know that machine that I bought over there isn't going to handle it. So I may have to do straight lines in the table, which is still going to look effective and nice. But I wanted some sort of curves going, maybe like a teardrop of some, I don't know. So anyway, that's to be decided. It's to be tested to see if my tools can handle all of that. So we're about to plane this now. You're done with your homework, Adam? That is absolutely brilliant. That's nice to you. Well done. I can't believe you've done it watching my lives, but I'm impressed. Well done to you. Everyone give Adam a thumbs up and a like, because fair play to the boy. He's actually sat down, done his homework and watched the live. So we're about to drop the planer now. I'm keen to see what happens after it planes. And I want to know if it goes brown as well. Because I would imagine the oxidization of this timber is on the outside, isn't it? It won't be on the inside, will it? Because the inside is not getting air. Let's have a look. We don't want to go down too far on this. We want to take off very little to start. Because I don't know if my planers can handle this. Obviously, this is an exotic hardwood. No, it is flat. I thought it had a wobble then. But we should be alright. I'm only cutting strips off this for what I'm making. So it doesn't need to be flat as. It just needs to be nice and... the thin strips that I'm taking off there just need to be planed up nice, that's all. So let's just go ahead now and send this through the plate. Oh, hang on. What's been said here? I forgot. What's that saying? Oh, wait. I forgot I have maths homework. Well, Adam, they don't have to give you a lot of homework. I'd get it all out the way and you got Sunday to yourself then. You need maths in life. It's one of the best subjects you can have. You cannot beat maths, so I best you crack on with that. Cut a hair off. That's exactly what I'm planning to do, Denny. I was just looking at the planer now because I thought if I try and take too much off this, it's not going to handle it, is it? It is as hard as brick. It's solid, this stuff is. So yeah, we're going to try and take off as very little as possible. So obviously, those of you who know planers, alright, you're looking for this by here moving. The more that it lifts, the more timber is taken off. That's what I found with them. So I only want to see that move very slight. And I know I'm only taking off a hair then on this timber. So we will go ahead now. We will send this through. And we're going to see what it looks like then. Let's go for it, does that? Here goes. wicked nice. Bit of snipe, but it's not really snipe. It's like a roller mark. Do you know what? This stuff is like concrete. I've never heard this planer playing something like that. But it is a beautiful wood, I'm not going to lie. I like it. Don't know what sort of smell it's got, mind. It hasn't got a distinctive smell. It's not sticking out to me anyway, but we're going to go ahead now and take some little passes on here. I'm happy there's purple through by the looks of it, so that is good. And I'm still going to leave this then, because they do say the longer you leave these, the more they'll oxidize as well, so they can get darker and darker and darker. So I might buy another couple of pieces and do different tests in different lights and everything like that. But I tell you now, this stuff is solid. So I can't wait to see, right, what the TS55K goes through. And I'd like to see what the TSC goes through on this, because I know it's not going to cut it end off. So I only know I've got one saw that can cut this stuff. So let's just go ahead and plane this. Here you go. I know, it's crazy, Adam, it's crazy. Put your fingers in your ears. It's loud. What's that saying? Right. Let's have a look. You're in the bathroom on your phone. That is great, Adam. I did see what you said, Denny, about passing twice. Now, I took your recommendation on that last time, and that was great, Denny. But look at this. It's coming up beautiful. We've got a little tiny bit to go by here now, and we got it nice and flat. But it is looking fabulous, this timber. It's looking a bit odd on camera, but there. I don't know if you can see it tidy. It is a beautiful wood, but I will say this stuff is hard as nails. It is solid. It's beautiful grain on it. We've got this nice dark pattern there in the centre. Obviously, that's the, what do they call it? The heartwood, is it? Is that maybe the heart of the tree there? Not 100% on that, mine. And it goes a lot lighter towards the sides. So it could be a centerpiece. I'm not 100% on that. Tell me in the comments if you know. Let's have a look. Just getting better. It is getting better. It is looking better on each pass, Denny, as well. I'm happy with it. It's got a lovely sheen to it, hasn't it? Watch this in the light now. Look at that. It's a beautiful piece. I'm well happy with it anyway. So we're going to put another couple of passes on there. And I think I'll spin it and just do a couple of passes on the other side, because that other side feels a bit rough as well. And then I'll just store it then and leave it and see what happens to it. But I don't want to spoil this wood. So let's just chuck it through the planers now. Yeah, that's the heartwood, Danny, innit? I thought I might have been right on that. And this goes towards the bark of the tree, isn't it? This is where it whitens as it comes to the end, I would imagine, is it? It have got a lovely sheen. I think I got myself a beautiful piece there. I quite like it. Obviously, we've just taken a little bit of that off now. We've got a little bit more light going on there. So I might leave it on that side. That's as far as I'd like to go with that side, but it is looking absolutely fabulous. I love it. So we're going to give it a spin around now, and we're going to plane this other side. This side's looking nice, but it is very rough. Got some nonsense going on there. Seeing this is ultra smooth. Right, so let's just plane this now. It's much darker, that side. Look at that. You got that, and then you got that. So I'm thinking if it's left to oxidize, you might go more to this colour. Look how we plane this side. Ends have a little fat wood. All right. Look, see this side here? We got the dark. There's a bit of that light, look, travelling into here. So we might have lost a bit of the heartwood there on that side, but that could still come back. I'm not 100%. This side, all right, it's a lot darker. So I'm going to ends have a little fat wood. All right. So this side's a little darker, all right. So we're going to send that through now and see if it goes a bit lighter. If it does, I'll leave this to oxidize then. So I'll put it in some sunlight. A red sunlight is the best thing for it. I'll keep reading, so I don't want to ruin the timber. So if you've got any tips on this, Denny, that'd be absolutely awesome, mate. And I'll just send this one through now. Right, so now we can see the difference, all right? This is the beauty of this wood. This is what we've just planed, all right? And can you see the darker purple we've taken off? Here's the darker purple down here, so we haven't planed that bit. But this wood is like a browny purple colour. It is absolutely beautiful. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plane this with silky smooth sun or heat guns for spots. Thank you, Danny. We'll certainly be trying that out. Because as you can see, we've lost the purple in the middle. It's still a beautiful colour. I do like that colour as well. But I want to get back to this colour. So I'm going to work on getting this timber back to this colour. I'm going to plane it all now so it's bang on. The timber feels absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to leave it. And like I said to you on previous videos, I store my timber and I leave it and I don't play around with it. But I certainly want to be using this within the next couple of months. So we're just going to send this through now. Trying to see what side we was on. We're definitely on our side. What have I got there? I got a mark off the roller, which is another pain. But that's fine. So I'll send it through now so we're nice and flat and silky smooth. And then we can store this beautiful artwood timber then. Let's just send him through. Bye, Adam. So that's what we're left with. We still got some beautiful wood here. I am impressed with it. This stuff is solid. I love it. So I need to do a test on my saws, which I think I'll do tomorrow to see how they handle it. I think they'll cut it fine, to be honest with you. We should be good with that. But that is a beautiful wood. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take your advice, Danny, and we're going to see what it looks like. What's that say? I don't think it'll take that long to darken back up. Do you know what? I was thinking exactly the same. Because as you can see now, we've planed this and it's still got that purple colour. But I just showed you halfway through planing the other one that we still had that nice dark purple at the bottom. And obviously we planed into this lighter timber. But it's still got that purple look. It's like a light browny timber, isn't it? But you can see the purple in there. So I don't think it's going to take that long. I'll store this now. I'm not going to push it and try and make it happen quicker. But I'll just store this in this room here now. We don't get a lot of light in here. And then I'll start moving this around then and getting it to the colour I'd like. But that's, you know what? It is awesome that you can make this timber turn that colour with oxidization. I think it is absolutely brilliant. And when I read into it, I was shocked at what you can do to that. And it can get darker and darker and darker the more you do it. And the colour you like then, That's when you seal it in then with UV oil. So I need to get hold of some of that because I need to lock it in when I'm happy with it. But I think it's a beautiful wood. I'm going to jump off this live now, just so those of you know. And what I'll do, I'll jump back on tomorrow then, and we'll do another live on there. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this piece. I'm glad others of you have seen it before. And thank you, Denny, for your advice. It's absolutely awesome. So I hope I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Danny.